Everybody, CTV News is reporting that Jane Philpot has resigned from the Trudeau cabinet. And I have to say that Justin Trudeau is having an awful March. The cracks are showing. Things are looking like, well, no confidence is on the table, possibly. That language is certainly used. And Mr. Trudeau spoke about Miss Philpot's resignation at this most recent, there was an 8 o'clock speaking engagement, which I just watched. And there was a lot of kerfuffles. There were a lot of crowd chanting, and then the political activists would start chanting Trudeau, Trudeau to drown them out. And yeah, a lot of people holding up big signs that said protesty things. I'm not sure they escorted those people out very quickly, but it's very interesting to watch the cracks, the amount of protesters. There were about 1,000 people in the room when you were watching the video feed, and you could clearly see space between the door and the people. So they'd move the people to make it look like there was more people, which is interesting. Just interesting to note. They were doing that for Hillary as well. So something to note. I don't know. I think we're going to see a new Liberal leader before the end of before October, before election this year. I think we'll see Trudeau out and somebody else in. Anyway, CTV News reporting. Jane Philpot resigns from Trudeau cabinet, cites SNC-Lavalin scandal as factor. Jane Philpot has resigned from her role as Treasury Board President in Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's federal cabinet, saying that she has lost confidence in the way the government is handling the ongoing SNC-Lavalin scandal. Reacting to her departure, Trudeau said he knows Philpot had, quote, felt this way for some time, and told supporters gathered at a climate change rally in Toronto that he is taking the ongoing affair that has dominated headlines for nearly a month very seriously. In a statement posted to her MP website, Philpot said that the recent events, including SNC-Lavalin scandal, quote, have shaken the federal government in recent weeks, and after serious reflection, I have concluded that I must resign as a member of cabinet. Trudeau has been facing calls to resign after former Attorney General Jody Wilson-Raybould testified that she had faced high-level veiled threats and sustained political interference to try to get her to instruct federal prosecutors to drop the criminal prosecution of the Quebec construction and engineering company that is facing bribery and corruption charges, SNC-Lavalin. In her resignation letter, Philpot cites the Convention of Cabinet Solidarity, where ministers must always be prepared to defend other ministers publicly, in saying that it has become untenable to continue to serve in cabinet. Trudeau vowed to continue the work Philpot was a part of, quote, in a democracy like ours, and in a space where we value our diversity so strongly, we're allowed to have disagreements and debate, Trudeau said. This matter has generated an important discussion, and now democratic institutions, specifically the federal ministry and the staff and officials that support it, conduct themselves is critical and core to all of our principles. Trudeau said that while there are still more questions to be answered, there will be more to be said in the coming days and weeks. He implored the largely cheering crowd, to be mindful of the bigger picture that his government was elected on. Philpot said that evidence of alleged pressure offered by her friend and former fellow minister has, quote, raised serious concerns for her. So, as I said, the cracks are showing. The mainstream media, like Maclean's, is printing op-eds that say Justin Trudeau, imposter. And, well, I was watching the same feed that the CTV News reporter was watching as well, and they were dragging people out of maybe not this one, but the 8 o'clock p.m. It was updated 8:35. So the 8 p.m. speaking had a bunch of different people really agitated in the crowd, and people were removed very quickly. So it's so telling when the crowd turns on somebody like Justin Trudeau. He was struggling to maintain their reactions. They didn't boo when he expected them to boo. And Miss McKenna, the climate minister, called out conservatives, like conservative politicians are terrible, right? They're awful, terrible people, and they shouldn't be allowed to X, Y, Z. It was really, really concerning, like vilifying conservative thoughts or conservative opinions straight at the microphone. And yeah, I mean, it was awful to watch. He was just a terrible speaker. But anyway, thank you for watching, everybody. Short video tonight. And, have a wonderful evening. Check out thepeoplespartyofcanada.ca. And, stay tuned. Who knows what's going to happen? The twists and turns that are happening in Justin Trudeau's government. We might have a new government before cabinet resumes 2 weeks from now, right? Well, we'll see. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great night.